On our first date, Megan mentioned she was reading Eat, Pray, Love. I said, Eat, Pray, what? She said, Love. I responded, What, pray, love? I'd already forgotten the first part. This was my first time getting acquainted with the concept of book. There I was, at my brother William's wedding, dealing with my frostbitten Todger, my man-piece, my wizard of Waverley Place. I'd suffered the injury weeks earlier on an expedition in the North Pole, when I cut a hole in the ice and stuck my penis in it for 3 to 4 hours. Sometimes, when I'm all alone, I'll whistle to myself, God Save the Queen, and think, that's a C-plus song without a chorus. The smaller fork is for little cakes, and the larger fork is for gigantic puddings. I learned that the hard way, when my father whipped me with the largest fork, a fork so big no American could comprehend it. Thank you, sir, she said, and I really do love you. It was then that I realized that the neglected old crone who brought me scones and clotted cream every day was my grandmother, the Queen. Ultimately, I left England because everyone there calls me Harry. It's not my name. It's missing a core letter. Any time I was around my brother, I felt like the name Spare was seared on my body. William was like a strike, and I was like a single animated bowling pin with a bandito mustache and little sombrero slyly shooting at what remained. I must admit, I wasn't familiar with Megan's work in Suits until after our love affair began. On our 5th date, I asked her, so which one are you? The tall, erudite brother, the short, erudite brother, or their flannel-wearing dad? She informed me that was Frasier, and I responded, okay, so which Frasier are you then? The dog Frasier? I thought,
I'm sorry, am I doing the accent right? Am I emphasizing the right vowels?
For one excruciating week, the Queen's corgis gnawed on my frozen Johnson every single day for 20 minutes. You know, William isn't actually bald. He shaves his head every day to make Kate's eyebrows. Then he makes my eyebrows with the hair that is spare. I am reminded of my mother whenever the breeze blows the scent of lilacs through my window. And I am reminded of her even more plainly whenever the animatronic version of her I keep in my living room sings its daily rendition of Girls Just Wanna Have Fun. I left the royal family because of our unjustifiable excess. If we sold even one wing of Windsor Castle, we would make enough money to unfreeze my penis. And it was that moment when I looked down at my Nazi uniform Halloween costume and went ashen, as I realized my fly was down.